All right, what's going on, folks? This is gonna be a quick one. I was just watching BMT's live. Salute to him. Shout out to BGS and a bunch of these other black men. Um, my beef with BMT and BGS. Um, my beef is this. So right now we're seeing BGS as the bad guy. Um, at least the people who see with a little bit of clarity. We're all grown men here. I don't care how old you are. Yes, there is a modicum of respect, but respect is earned, not just given. My issue I'm going to go into really quickly. But before I go in, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. Press Pierre, what's going on? And as always, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. So, I'm going on in these YouTube spaces and I'm seeing these adults with these issues. I'm going to keep this short because I don't really want to bog down my channel with too much nonsense. I got people who watch my channel for financial stuff. The boring shit, right? They want to watch it for the boring shit, the insurance and stuff. But I'm realizing right now I got beef with both BMT and BGS um, because this shit is spilling out into the streets. So my issue with BGS is him and his followers currently seem to be placing a lot of blame on younger gentlemen who are opposing his particular viewpoints. And if we're going to be have to stand on the fact that yes, we are going to have different viewpoints. Now, am I saying that he doesn't have the right to talk slick? Listen, we're men and we're black men. We're gonna talk slick. I talk slick. Everybody talks slick, but we can't get to the range of disrespectful, right? You know, I watched this panel, and BGS and BMT were going at it, and it wasn't the fault of BMT. And people kept coming to BMT with, "Hey, what's this energy? Why this energy?" And it was a reaction. It was a protection of yourself. And as a grown ass man, you're not gonna let a grown ass man talk to you any kind of way. I don't care if he's an elder, or whatever the fuck. But my beef with BMT is that he let this shit get to him. I understand that it's like, what the fuck? And I'm not saying that you had to maintain composure. What I am saying is that this shit affected you to think about it more than a day. And generally, it really shouldn't have. Shorty had some cakes. I had to show y'all that, right? But it shouldn't have affected you like that, bro. And I'm realizing, even like Keeping It 100 had a panel about him, and it really shouldn't have affected him like that neither. Why shouldn't it affect us like that? Because we've got shit going on. So if you've got some shit going on, and you're saying this gentleman ain't got shit going on but his YouTube, and now that I'm seeing, right, that dude's been around longer than Tommy Sotomayor. Dude's been around doing this shit since like 2008. So dude's been around for almost 2 decades doing this shit. And the last time I spoke to a wild, unruly black woman out here, well, damn, she said to me, "I had an epiphany, Alonzo. I saw these 40, 50, 60 plus year old men jerking off on a panel on YouTube, and it made me change exactly how I'm acting." Said no one ever. Right? So what is it that we need to look at that's really going to drive the ship forward? You see, BMT actually does stuff in real life. I don't know what BGS does in real life. Am I diminishing him? No. But what I am saying is, from the men that I've seen act actually doing shit, it's been out of there. What's going on, brother? Yeah, I'm gonna do that, brother. I'm definitely gonna do that. But it just it even affected me, which that now I have a beef with that because it affected me. Like you said, man, I got people who's like, hey, bro, they don't want to see me in this. They want to see me in the regular financial lane, the nice boring lane, right? Because that's where stuff is really at. And that's definitely my intent. As you see here, little shirt and tie, my little daily Mr. Rogers sweater, taking my little walk. Uh, Give me a pre-roll sativa. And buy me a little stuff at the corner store. Thank you. Ugh. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, boss. Definitely a wonderful day. And what's up, mama? Definitely a wonderful day in the neighborhood, y'all. So actually, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. While I'm at it, let's look at this beautiful BMW. All right, boss, no doubt. Beautiful BMW right here. That they got this the X6, right? I mean, it don't look as good as the Benz coupe, but that shit is nice. I'm a Benz guy myself, so everything. I say Mercedes, the best or nothing, right? But that was my whole beef with them. Realistically, was that it spilled out into the streets, and this is something that we could probably keep at home. Unfortunately, it seems like one party is less likely or less willing to keep this shit out of the streets than another party, right? I've had disagreements with people in real life. We've had knockdown, drag our arguments, but it stays there, right? A lot of this shit, to be honest, is starting to look like it's just niggas coming up with shit for content. And the only thing that we have to be content is fucking battling back and forth. It's like, do we have anything of substance? Right? Because at the same time that I clown a lot of these men for going on panels or doing panels full of men criticizing a woman, then we'll have shit like MOT come up and do an entire fucking panel of men complaining about the men complaining about women. How fucking gay is that? Right? But yeah, this is what's going on. What's going on, underrated? So yeah, I do a little bit of complaining here and there. But a lot of the people that I talk to, they're like, yo, Lonzo, man, fuck all that shit. I don't want to hear none of that. That ain't got nothing to do with what you talking. What you talking about is getting us to this bag. Let's get us to this cheddar. Let's get us to this destination. What's going on, brother? Hey, you saw that win last night. We back in form. We had to get rid of the quarterback. I told you Mac Jones sucked, man. I see you, though. Yeah, man, me and my man, we Patriots fans, but I told him, man, my quarterback was terrible. We needed a new QB. He ain't want to listen to me, man. I was like, listen, you had to get Mac Jones out of there. We put Bailey Zappi in, 3 touchdowns and a win. We had Mac Jones in there for 3 weeks in a row. We ain't even get a single touchdown. What do you think that is? That's insanity, right? So that's just kind of the way those things work. So such is life, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. The fuck? Such is life. What's up, Miss Queen? Um, but at any rate, so the shit is sickening. But I'm gonna get back to the boring stuff because that's what the meat and potatoes is, right? Like I said, most of my followers, they're like, bro, we don't really want to hear you involved in this nigga nonsense, right? Like we want to hear about finances. Leave all that niggatry to the niggers, right? So I'm like, okay, I got you. I can definitely do that. But it caught me by off guard, because these are both men that I've seen that supposed to have a care or want for our community to do some shit and to better ourselves, right? And to get that positive power. At any rate, man, I'm talking my shit too. So make sure y'all hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. So as we proceed, so yeah, man, I find it just funny as shit. It seems like we're just battling for content now. Like BGS, I guess, finally took True his little sign off where he was like, make me the bad guy, hunt me, attack me, the word, what's going on, right? From Batman. The people need something. So now everybody is attacking him. Shit. I remember people called me up, hey, bro, he's talking shit about people trying to do insurance online. It's boring. You didn't make your content fun. I was like, yeah, I do need to make my content fun. That's very true. He says, you got beef. Bro, the only beef I have is the fact that niggas ain't out here making money. Unfortunately, for niggas to tune in, you got to have a little fuckery going on, right? I'll be honest, I could really give a two shits what's going on with these dudes online, right? I'll tell you off the rip. I told niggas when I first came here years ago, right? And there was a video and fucking Taz Exclusives running through trying to destroy the manosphere, right? And he was talking about who now I know was apparently a big figure, this nigga named Ramil Amir. So I was like, yeah, I knew Taz from the B1 space. So I was very familiar with him. I had known that he had been in the manosphere. So I'm going to tell y'all today, like I told y'all back then, Pastor, what's going on? Like I said, man, all y'all baby mama issues, child support issues, all that bullshit, I don't really give a fuck about none of that. I'm here to sell y'all niggas some insurance, some financial products. That's what I give a fuck about. Right? I ain't even gonna hold you. Jill, what's going on? Um, or your child support issues, or your baby mama drama, or your fucking immigration issue. I don't really give a two shits about that unless you want me to help you with it, which I can, right? Uh, and the way that I can help you with that, you know, there's plenty of ways I can help you with that. Shit. Niggas got issues with child support. Guess what? You get you a nice insurance policy. That judge is now looking at you like, oh shit, you are a responsible person. But see, a lot of y'all niggas is too busy fucking jerking each other off, calling a grown ass man a simp for caring about a woman while you're looking for sympathy from another fucking man. Right? I'm trying to stay out the nigga tree, y'all. I am. But I'm not gonna hold you. I enjoy watching it. I enjoy watching it shit more than my own content. Why? Because my own content be boring as fuck. Because we're talking about shit that to black folks is boring. Finance and responsibility. Nigga, I'm selling it and the shit's boring to me. Right? So I understand it's probably boring to y'all. Oh, I don't want to hear him talk about this responsible insurance shit again. All right. I mean, also, don't worry, I'm gonna change up my content a little bit. I'm gonna also be chronicling people who uh who do insurance fraud. But don't get me wrong, look, I know this shit is boring as fuck, this insurance shit. I got to sell it. But BGS and BMT got into a fucking disagreement. And my whole thing is this, as I roll my joint. Fucking yo, BGS wildin', son. On some shit. Like, and a lot of y'all niggas who is riding his nuts is wildin'. Like, on some shit, let the grown ass man stand as a grown ass man. He's battle tested. He's able to do so. Right? He don't need the peanut gallery jumping in, telling another grown ass man, hey, what's this energy? Calm down. Y'all niggas ain't referees. He says, I was called a simp with someone who got multiple baby mamas and lonely in a one-bedroom apartment. Listen. Simp literally means society isn't my problem. So a lot of these niggas are simps because society isn't their problem, is what they think. Right? A pimp is nothing than personal, intellectual, and moral progress. Most of these niggas ain't pimps because they ain't got no personal, intellectual, or moral progress. All they got is penis in my pussy. That's all them niggas is thinking about. Right? That's what them niggas think pimp stand for, is penis in my pussy. Niggas don't know that pimp, and this is from the fucking Masonic Lodge. Ha, ha, nigga. Fucking 33rd and the 3rd, nigga. AASRFM, nigga. SMIB, nigga. For those who know, you know. Right? So, personal, intellectual, moral progress. He said, I don't even know who those dudes are. So damn, that means I gotta stay out the nigga tree. My man said, I don't even know who the fuck these niggas are who you just tagged, son. So you gonna have to come again. Right? And I realized, well, BGS is a dude, he had a lot to do with Kevin Samuels. And here's why I have a beef with dudes having a beef with Kevin Samuels. I mean, not with Kevin Samuels. BGS pushed a lot of dudes in this space, black men, to Kevin Samuels because he was like, yo, you need to polish your image. If you want certain things, there's a certain image you have to have, right? If you want to be considered a low life thug piece of shit who's deserving of screaming for your mama, having the police put their knee on your neck and treat you like a third rate individual, or less of a human, then yes, continue dressing in your Timberland boots and your U.S. Polo Association. Oh, hold on. You can't wear U.S. Polo Association as a nigga because, that's not official. Even though as a grown-ass man, you can wear whatever you want. But if you wear U.S. Polo Association or if you wear some 6 rings Jordans, that ain't real, nigga. You ain't really in the real shit. But if I put on a fucking suit and tie, oh, something's wrong with that, right? Oh, you a grown ass man? I had grown ass men fight me about wearing a suit and tie. Nigga, you don't see the Sikh men fighting. I could not wear a turban. I cannot represent my people. No, no, no. Yeah, watch how fast Gurdeep get kicked out the community. You don't see the Jewish guys. Oh, I can't wear a yarmulke. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rich Jewish man. I can wear whatever. How come they all wear fucking yarmulkes and suits? He don't wear a yarmulke and suit. He get kicked the fuck out the community. By the way, stop telling men not to get married until they're fucking 40. Because guess what? In the Jewish community, which is only 2% of the population of the USA, but controls the majority of the fucking money in the USA, if you're not married by 26 and you're a man, they think something's wrong with you. My fucking light went out. Hold on. Let me open and close the door. Right? In the Jewish community, if you're a man and at 26 you ain't married, you ain't making moves to get married, they think something's wrong with you. And they will excommunicate you out of the community, which means you don't get none of that Hiram money, which means you ain't an HJIC, head Jew in charge, like all y'all niggas be acting like you want to be. Head niggas in charge. Right? BMT did some ill shit just a few minutes ago. I don't know if he's currently live. And if you're over there, or if you came from over there, let him know I'm talking about him and BGS right now. He'll be happy to hear about this. But this shit don't make no fucking sense. I thought we came to work together. Right? I get it. Egos are going to happen. Clashes are going to happen. Right? But here's what I don't want. Right? When these gentlemen come back together and they put their grievances to the side, because as a grown-ass man, you should be able to disagree with someone. And you know what? Right now, you might be heated. You might be hot. Because just like Kevin Samuels said, the reason women are more argumentative with men is because men know there's a risk of violence. If I get too hot and heavy with you, you might punch me in the fucking mouth. Or I might punch you in the fucking mouth. Oh, goddamn. White girl's been coming out thick lately. Shit. And she got a nice little car. Okay, baby. Goddamn. Oh, here she dropped some money. Okay, drop it on the floor, ho. I'm just kidding. I don't fuck with no white girls. Uh, personal opinion. Personal preference. If it ain't black, I fall back. But I could also appreciate. He says, I never wear neckties, only bow ties, and not the clip-ons. They laughed at first. Young Riz, what's good? So, yeah, nah. Ain't nothing wrong with bow ties. Listen, I wish I could tie a bow tie, bro. Bow ties is hard body. Right? My man from across the pond. You see, I'm also realizing that I have followers who are, number one, not black. Number two, not from the States. Queena, what's going on? So sometimes I got to slow down on some of the niggatry, but I can only be who I am. Sometimes it's rough, rugged, and raw, right? But it is what it is. But this shit has just been a little ridiculous, right? That these grown ass men are going through this shit, right? Like I said, BMT did some beautiful shit, though. You know what BMT did? Because they were trying to say that him and keeping it 100 have no respect for our elders because of some bullshit. But yo, elders, right? BGS, motherfucking Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, Green Gorilla, Dr. Ronald Neal, who else? Uh, uh, Black Uru Strikes Back. You niggas are supposed to be professional black men, right? I'm gonna get back to BMT in a second, but you niggas are supposed to be professional black men. Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, Dr. Ronald Neal, right? Dr. Green Gorilla, PhD, G with a PhD, and BGS. Y'all are supposed to be and Black Uru Strikes. I'm gonna talk to y'all specifically, cause y'all are the elder, y'all are the 50+ year old motherfuckers that I'm supposed to look up to. Cause y'all niggas got 20 years on me. Just like the nigga who's 18 supposed to look up to me. Cause I got 20 years on him. Well, let me tell y'all something. Y'all niggas are giving some piss poor examples right now. Cause all y'all niggas is doing is talking about, oh, the women this, oh, the women that. Oh, we fucked up in higher learning. Black Uru Strikes Back. You're a fucking CPA. They passed the exam the first try. Why the fuck are you on a 4-hour circle jerk instead of coming out here teaching the black men about skills and resources? You at the age where you want to retire, well, why don't you give a young black man your book of business instead of fucking jacking off? Maybe then you wouldn't have a concern about your daughters. Because you'd have men that you groomed into proper men that you would be comfortable dealing with your daughters. They'll hear me though. They hearing this shit, right? Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, Rael, if you there, you can verify this. I sent you the video that I sent to Dr. T. Hassan Johnson. Yo, you're talking about boys reading on the 4th grade level. So if you think they're reading on the 4th grade level in 4th grade, when they fucking graduate, and most of them aren't academia like you, able to fucking read and keep a fucking dirty beard and dreads, right? Because I'm going to get into that too. The whole image shit. Y'all niggas cleaned up y'all image and wore a suit and tie when Kevin Samuels came on y'all show. Because I was into the sphere real deep about 2.5 years ago. And I got all the fucking woolly wool pulled over my eyes and was believing a lot of y'all men. And there's a bunch of men who was like, yo, y'all newbies, pump the gas, just stick around, watch the shit. We've been around for a little longer than you. We've seen this shit. A lot of y'all niggas praise Kevin Samuels like he would have gave a fuck about y'all. Y'all niggas wouldn't even dress like this on a regular unless he was on your show. And y'all are supposed to be the academia. Again, y'all are the 50-plus-year-old niggas. Y'all supposed to be some fucking examples. If I'm 45 and you 60, you're 15 years older than me. Set an example. Because if I was 30 and if you was 30 and I was 15, you'd be trying to set a fucking example. Give me something to look forward to. Or are you giving me the fact that, damn, you know what? I know what they giving me the fact to look forward to. Be nothing like these wasted space ass niggas who was 60 years old circle jerking on YouTube talk about I'm going to Brazil. And I ain't just gonna blame y'all, because there's a whole bunch of niggas who I know from my generation, literally from my town, who right now I'm turning 40. So these niggas is 55 and 60 and 65, and they ain't done shit with their life. These niggas taught me to run the streets. These niggas taught me to go get shot 5 times. These niggas taught me, oh, a woman ain't this, a woman ain't that. You gotta hold it down. Y'all niggas ain't teach me shit about business. Y'all niggas ain't teach me shit about networking. Right? What's up, Black America TV News and Information? Right? But see, now that I'm talking like this, it sounds like I'm belly aching. And I don't even want to be belly aching. Like I said, I may leave this shit up. I might take it down. Right? I'm doing well. I'm just a little disturbed by the fact that, like I said, BMT let it get to him. And the reason that I'm upset with BMT for letting him get to him, because he almost exposed his hand. And what I mean by that is he's doing real life important shit. Right? He's actually boots on the ground doing real work. Damn, this weed got me high. Let me put this joint out. Where's my scissors so I could clip this joint? Jesus Christ. Don't do drugs, kids. Woo. Shit got my eyes watering. Make me sweat. Make me holla. Right? But BMT is doing real life shit. Right? And so I don't want him to expose his hand or to waste his time, energy, and effort on fuck niggas. Because a lot of you grown ass men are seeming like fuck niggas. And don't get me wrong, I'll call you a piece of shit behind your back and to your face and still come and hang out with you, fucking drink a beer with you, come and kick it and be in your fucking platform and panel. Right? Just like Keeping It 100 said yesterday. He ain't beefing with BGS. Said damn the word shit ain't about nothing. They don't offer no solutions, whether it's red pill or feminist. Yeah, man, that shit is crazy. That shit is getting wild and it hurt my feelings. Like I said, I'm talking this because, again, that insurance, that financial shit is cool. It's boring sometimes. Like I said, I actually sell it, unlike a lot of these other channels, as niggas that just talk about it. So when you do this shit for 8 hours a day, like I do this shit for a living, it's hard for me to really come and talk about financial shit to y'all. Because me talking about it, I'm trying to sell y'all niggas some shit. What Diddy was going on, bro? If y'all have not seen Walt Diddy stuff, please check out his recent videos. That's another part of the reason that I'm pissed the fuck off. Because he's showing y'all what Kevin Samuels was talking about. Right? Like, I'm happy. I called into Kevin Samuels' show because I've been dressed in suit and tie since I got into the finance, since I moved to New York in 2008. I realized, damn, I'm in New York City, bright lights, big city. I got to get this money. You know what I noticed? The niggas that had no fucking money was in the fucking flyest shit. What was fly back then? Robin jeans and fucking Ed Hardy shirts. Niggas had all the Dolce and Gabbana belts standing in front of the fucking corner store. But I noticed the motherfuckers that had bread was wearing suits and ties. So I went and got me a job at Macy's. Started selling knives and cutlery. And then got boosted to the furniture and mattresses. In 2 months, I became the top salesman in Macy's, selling furniture and mattresses. Shipping hundreds of thousands of dollars of furniture and mattresses in the first 2 months. I'm your favorite salesman's favorite salesman. Fucking Jordan Belfort could learn some shit from me. Right? But I realized that attire was attracting mad money. So when I got on YouTube, the reason I got on YouTube, I was sitting at home spending too much time on the phone with my brother. I was like, yo, I'm spending too much time. He has a job. I have to, thank you, Riaz. I have to go out and hunt for my prospects. And yes, he's a client of mine, but he ain't got $1 billion. So I can't just sit on the phone with him every day. So then I started watching YouTube and I ran into motherfucking Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels had the image that I liked. So then I called into a show one day and he was talking about, men, are you ready for your high value wife? Well, me already being married, I just hadn't reached the 10K a month for 3 years straight. So the financial requirement of a high value man. Usefulness to the group, all that other shit, all in the bag. LinkedIn level lifestyle. Nigga, you see my name, Alonzo Hall. Right? So that's just kind of how that works. Right? And then I fell down the rabbit hole of a bunch of this other bullshit. And I was like, oh, I had been to the B1 space, and the B1 space of YouTube was really just niggas talking about, the white man and buy my oils and, eat vegan. Meanwhile, these niggas is taking your donation, going to McDonald's. I live in Brooklyn. I see these niggas every day. Brother Polite, Anunnaki, Anubis, Rizza Islam, Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, and the Mystery Gang. All them niggas. Right? Yeah, I'm being disrespectful because niggas disrespect me, disrespect themselves more than they disrespect me. That shit don't make no sense, bro. Like, so I said, oh, great. I could find a space where there's a group of black men that we can talk about some shit. You see, when I joined my fellow craft, Respectable Acacia Lodge number 166, to be one, ask one, right? I was 27 years old. One of my line brothers was 43. He grabbed me by the cable toe and he said, yeah, and I'm talking that 33rd degree level talk. If it's above your pay grade, you don't understand it anyway. But forget me not. I'll put it to you like this. I'll put it at a low level. If you understand, speak with caution. But I'm well past 32 years old. I'm like 93, cuz. So I was like, Cool. A space where black men are talking something other than bullshit. And then it turned out to be a space where black men were talking absolute bullshit. So, what the fuck am I supposed to do to help the younger generation? Right? Because, yes, we get it. You know, it's 10 people watching this because I'm talking some bullshit. When I'm talking that financial freedom shit, it was an Asian dude the other day after Charlie Munger died that had a fucking spreadsheet of how motherfucking Warren Buffett breaks down their fucking finances and how they pick motherfucking investments. Meanwhile, you niggas is talking about Jada Pinkett and fucking whose wife material. Or what's wrong with the nigga who's talking about Jada Pinkett and whose wife material? So here I am, stuck talking about the fucking nigga, talking about the fucking nigga, talking about fucking Jada Pinkett. As opposed to talking about something that could add value to your fucking life. Right? Shit is crazy. It be like that sometimes. Like I said, sometimes you do gotta get it off and talk your shit. But yeah, man. So, like I said, BGS, I'm not shitting on you, bro, but I don't know what you've done. I haven't seen your work. And if y'all niggas have this fucking circular jerk conversation and y'all talking about do your research, when someone does their research and it apparently isn't sufficient to you, if you're so well versed and studied and knowledgeable and a master teacher, number one, a teacher is a great learner because they're a great studier. But you should also study how to teach and how to evolve your teaching style. That's why the New England Patriots have sucked for the last couple of years. Because Bill Belichick ain't evolved his coaching style. He still wants a drop back white quarterback, 6'5", stay in the pocket, and a motherfucking slow wide receiver. And that's why their record is 3-10. Oh, but he's the most accomplished motherfucking... Yeah, that was a different era of football. The game ain't been the same. Tom Brady retired. You ain't been the same since you had the murderer on your team. So evolve your way of teaching. Right? Anyway, I'm not going to be on too much longer, y'all. I just wanted to have my little toke and watch something. But it was too much niggas talking bullshit. Right? Look out for me Monday. I'm going to be on K Business Podcast. We're going to be breaking down whole life insurance. If you didn't see the last one, we broke down term life insurance. Also, if you're looking to be a licensed financial professional, hit me up and check out our business page, CG Wealth Solutions. We do a lot of the trainings there. You'll see a lot of our TM Muffin Tuesday trainings there. You can make a lot of money in this business, right? It's funny as fuck because a lot of people thought I was broke, like on a personal level, because like where I live, I walk and shit. Me and my wife, right? My wife, the job she has already, I don't know how the fuck you could think we broke. You know the type of job she has. Her salary is definitely 100K plus, right? And then I do what I do. And it's funny because I had a family member go, "Hey, Lonzo, why don't you have a car?" I said, "Because I don't have a driver's license." "Oh, you don't need a license to have a car." So then to show off, I jumped out the window after I got my driver's license. A month later, I went and bought a brand new Benz, basically brand new, 7-year-old with less than 80,000 miles. With 75,000 miles, actually. And then I put 5,000 miles on it the last few months. I'll be driving. right? But well, yeah, because driving from here to Philly is like almost 415 miles. But you can really make money in this business, but don't fall for the okey doke of the Primerica, the FFL, the PHP, the World Financial Group. They're product pushers. They're not gonna have you find solutions for your clients. They're gonna have you sell a product. And while selling product is cool, it's not what's in the best interest of the client. So it's kind of fucked up. I should probably just drive the car to where there's some sunlight, and then finish doing the stream like that, right? I'm parked in the parking garage. Or you know what? Let me see if I lower my no sunlight really don't come in. If I lower the back visor that much, I'll raise it back up. I love my show. Oh, you know what I could do? Let me see if I open the sunroof, if that does anything. That gave us a little bit of light, right? It's cold as shit out here too. But ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor Alonzo Hall, your social media insurance broker. And I'm whapping and tapping on your head with the ADH Wealth Solution rant. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. So again, that's my beef with BGS and BMT. BGS, show your work. BMT showed his work. BMT is out there putting boots to asses and actually doing shit. So my frustration is that he's being distracted from this shit. Me and BMT was actually supposed to do a show about insurance. I fucked that up. We had a communication issue, a communication error, right? Shit happens, right? We're able to get over it. But let's stop the bullshit. Let's do some real shit, man. Right? I'm about to give y'all the Vanguard report that says that you need at least $173,000 to retire. And that's not just $173,000. That's $173,000 times 20. Why? Because you need $173,000 a year to live in retirement. That means that you're out of work, you're not going back to work. Or you could end up like most of these fucking people who are greeters at Walmart, right? Those are the people who, hey, yeah, nah, fuck retirement. I have a 401k. That ends period certain. 10 years past 65, now they 75. That $200,000 they had saved up was $20,000 a year for 10 years. After 10 years, they ain't got shit left. Plus, $20,000 a year wasn't enough to live on when they made $60,000 a year for the last 45 years. Popcorn was good, right? So now they fucked up in the game. I'm about to finish this joint. I might as well. I'll get ready for my 3 o'clock appointment. I got an appointment with a client today. But you know, this shit, yo, do y'all want me to drop the link and let y'all ask some questions about anything? Like, I be doing style, all that shit, man. I just don't put it on my YouTube channel because on I'm not an internet nigga. On some real life shit. Like, I'm a IRL nigga. Like, you can ask niggas in Brooklyn. I'm not the type to have beef because I settle beef. Like, I am what you call an on-site nigga. So, like, when I was in Brooklyn and I used to do what I do and cop what I cop from my peoples, they never got a phone call from me. They know now Snoop ain't gonna call, and they called me Snoop in Brooklyn. Snoop ain't gonna call me for whatever. But if I see Snoop on the street, and he wants something, it's on site. That nigga see me, bang bang. I better be ready. Right? This is in East New York, cuz. I'm out there. I was in the pink houses on some real life shit. I rock on fucking New Lots Ave, Pennsylvania Ave. Right? I come back to my hometown. Shit's crazy. It's a shame when you've been in really the belly of the beast. Because they say you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit real. So again, my beef with these dudes is BGS, you're distracted from your fucking message, whatever that is, black to pill narcissism. If what you're trying to do is warn men about the pitfalls of chasing Keisha, because he had some noble shit. Like he said, yo, he was like, yo, a lot of y'all niggas complaining about women ain't in the position to get women. Nigga, take a bath, shave, get a haircut, wear some cologne, something. If you mad because you ain't get big booty Keisha in high school, get over it. Now you could get you a big booty Keisha if you got your shit together. You could get you the older version of Big Booty Keisha, or it's 20 years later, her daughter 21, you could get a daughter. Niggas say, oh, that's nasty. Nigga, she 21. If you could go to war, you could motherfucking fuck a 50-year-old. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Cause when Stella got her groove back, ain't nobody have a problem with motherfucking Angela Bassett fucking Tay Diggs. Right? Unless bitches gonna be like, ew, you nasty, you fucking an old bitch. Listen, if the woman really want to be taken care of, most of the men who are able to take care of women are upper in age. Maybe they're 40. So maybe you get a woman who's 27. Listen, she's not going to be an unstained saint. That world don't exist no more. Bitches is popping their thought pocket at 14. Or, let's be real honest, especially in black community, motherfuckers is being sexually abused at a young age. Right? Why you think we got people like Sukihana and Sexy Red? You don't think they just decided to be hoish, right? But see, when I talk about that shit, it gets uncomfortable, right? We got BMT who did some beautiful, noble shit. On lie, he was on the phone with his father. SC worker, what it do? Salute. On lie, he got on the phone with his father. Hey, daddy. Blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have that relationship with my father. I'm appreciative of the relationship that I currently have with my father, but my father was never in my life while I was a young child. Now, the thing is, I don't hold any resentment or anything because my mother was never one to be like, oh, this, that, and your third about your father. You know who was? All the other fucking black women that were around her that were in my life. Oh, your father's this one. Oh, da, 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 da. Oh, you don't need him in your life. As something happened, my grandmother had to nerve. Oh, we need to get his father away from him. And then, bitch, what? No, grandma, we need to get you the fuck away from me, apparently. A man needs his father in his life. A child needs their father in their life. I had to find out from my father that he attempted 3 times while I was living in Texas as a child at 3 years old to come see me. But because at the time my aunt was stigmatized because she was trying to marry his brother or married or already married to his brother or some shit, that he wasn't welcome around me because he ran the streets. He ran the streets because his parents died when he was like 11. So all the Cary boys ran the streets. So I already know I have a hot temper. That's why I'm on. You could call me on-site Al. You know what I'm saying? The other folks talk about on-site. I actually live that on-site shit. That's why I don't carry beef. Because if I carry beef on-site, I see you. I have beef. That we handle it there, wherever we are. That's why I don't beef with anyone. We may disagree, but I don't beef with anyone. Now, I did learn some valuable lessons from some men in the manosphere. Something I learned, and this is ironic because I have a temper like my father. He said, "Listen, man, I'm a grown ass man. I ain't arguing with no other man in the street. If you yip 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 bitch ass nigga, blah, 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 blah." He said, "If a nigga's done that to me, I'ma just stand there and kind of look at him. I'ma just stand there and be quiet and look. He can, "Man, you bitch ass nigga, I'll fuck you up." Blah, 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 blah." He said, "I'ma just stand there and kind of be quiet and kind of look." He said, and then what he's done, I'll just tell him, "You're very smart," and then leave it at that. People will wonder why he's very smart, and I'll be like, "He's very smart because he didn't touch me. 'Cause then he wouldn't have left here with his life." Damn. Shit, fire. Right? But again, you know, he he was speaking with his father. She was going on. Salute to the fathers, man. Salute to the guys who are fathers in their kids' lives. Right? Listen, it ain't a cigarette, bro. He's a, and you smoking. It ain't a cigarette. This weed. Listen, you know what? I'm going on my like last little bender, right? And I'm a quit him, right? But it's a little ritual I have. I have my weed, and then I have my cigarette. But listen, I got like one more J left. So after that J, I'ma stop. Right? And now, damn, I got a sheet on my head, sheet on site, right? Damn. I was just talking about on site. She just hit me with the on site. We here and you smoking. Bam. You see what I'm saying? That's accountability. That's one of those things that is real because he has a real life concern with me smoking because that's a concern of my health, right? Let me explain to you why he has a real life concern about my health with smoking. Um, because he's my client. And I had a few clients who said the same thing. Yo, you've got me set up for this company to pay me for the rest of my life. Therefore, I want to live a long time. I was like, yeah. He said, therefore, I need you to live a long time. I said, why? He said, because you're helping me manage my money. So if I'm going to get this money for the rest of my life, I want to live a long time. I need you to live a long time so that you can manage my money this whole time. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. So that's real. So he has a real life concern to make sure that I take care of myself because he's taking care of himself. And we're setting him up to have money for his whole life. So guess what he's going to want to make sure? He could call me and be like, yo, Lonzo, XYZ happened, ABC. I want to do 1, 2, 3 with my money. Ba, 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 ba. Right? See, she was like, yeah, we got eyes on you now. Now I am going to have my next cigarette, but don't worry. Like I said, I'm on it. This is my last bender. I'm going to find something else to replace that habit, especially because it's getting cold and I'm not gonna be out here wasting gas just having my car on. um but I don't like being outside smoking like that neither. But so yeah, man, he said that's good, but we smoking. um he said stop now live. Damn, she hard on me. Listen, I'm a stop. I'm gonna have this. I ain't gonna. I got 2 cigarettes left, right? So I'm gonna have one now and one after my last J, right? I'm gonna show you, right? There goes the J, and there goes the cigarette, right? I'm gonna stop after this cigarette and that J, right? Because that's one thing, right? We're talking about black men holding black men accountable. He's holding me accountable, right? So now let's also talk about professions, because a lot of you niggas is mad at Pookie and Ray Ray. If Pookie is a professional Pookie, it's okay, right? You gotta understand, just like I'm talking about wardrobe, you probably ain't gonna expect Pookie to be in a suit and tie all the time. But for Pookie to get to certain circles, you gotta wear the attire, right? You know what? I'm also gonna clip this. I'm gonna take part of it. I'm gonna cut part of the cigarette off so that I don't have the whole thing. But right, so BMT, like I said, was speaking with his father, and he was very respectful to his father. Um, and like I said, shout out to the fathers, because Sheed is out there as a father, right? And that's something that black men don't get credit for. Shit, we barely give each other credit for it, right? We're always talking about the other niggas who are deadbeats. Let's talk about the niggas who ain't deadbeats. Shout out to my Caucasian friends. Nigga does not mean something bad in this context. It means person. That does not give you the right and or ability to say the word, because some motherfuckers take it a certain way. Some might not, but some will. So enter at your own risk. Because you might be like me, who's an asshole, who'll be like, fuck it, I'll test the water. I can take a punch. Right? But, we have to not be mad at Pookie and Ray Ray, because the reason you're mad at Pookie and Ray Ray is because Pookie and Ray Ray is getting Keisha with the big butt. Well, Keisha with the big butt was the same Keisha with the big butt in high school as she is when you and she are 42. But guess what? She's gonna have the same outcomes. She's got probably between 1 and 8 children, right? And between 2 and 8 babies daddies. I know 8 is a lot, but I just thought of Octomom, and that's why I came up with 8. Right? But if you're dressed like that, then you're probably going to attract Keisha. But if you ain't like that, then visually you will attract Keisha, but the energy and what you give off will not be. So Keisha will dislike that, right? So then you'll be upset again. Why doesn't Keisha respect me? Why doesn't Keisha change for me? Why does Keisha expect me to take care of her 17 kids? Because she's got 17 kids. So why are you pursuing her? It's just like you're calling her a dumbass for letting Pookie, who has 14 babies' mothers, none of which the children he pays child support or takes care of, knock her up. So if you're going to call her a dumbass for pursuing him or letting him hit it, then you are the dumbass for trying to pursue her. Or maybe you hit Big Booty Keisha, because some of you can do that. And maybe you are the dumbass who gets her pregnant. And now you're like, damn, she's a headache. And she took my kid from me. And this, that, and the third. And I got to pay child support. Guess what? Why don't you marry her? It's fucked up, but in American society, it's this dumbass thing where we think. And again, I said American society, not just black people, but fucking America. Because it's some ratchet white folks too. Trust me. They just happen to separate. Black folks, for some odd reason, most people think black folks are a monolith. Like this go back to Africa shit. Africa is 57 fucking countries. Them niggas didn't all fuck with each other. Some of them niggas is at war now. They got the same skin tone, but I don't fuck with those niggas. We don't fuck with these niggas. It's kind of why you got gang warfare, right? It's pretty much the same shit. You just look at it differently, but it is what it is, right? But so I don't know. It just baffles me sometimes the craziness of shit, man. Right? Because again, you're kind of running off the cliff like lemmings. Now you're upset about this child support. First of all, marry her. But how are you thinking? So you never see the well-to-do white folks with the white folks from the trailer park. No, you don't. You never see the well-to-do white folks with the white folks from the trailer park. India, the country, has a caste system. So if your daddy was a shit roller, guess what you gonna be? A shit roller. Just kind of how a caste system works, right? So we in America seem to be like, oh, I'm willing to have a baby by this person, but I'm not willing to be with them for the rest of my life. Oh, what? You do understand having a baby with a person is being with them for the rest of your life. It said the Pakistani economy has collapsed. Well, young Riaz. So actually, Pakistan. I knew someone back in what 2011. I was working at Aflac, and I knew a guy who was Pakistani. His father was basically Pakistan's equivalent of Donald Trump. He owned. He was worth about like 5 to 10 million American. He was worth a bunch of rupees though, right? And his son only drove M series BMWs, right? So we were prospecting because we were having struggles selling insurance at Aflac. So I lived in Bed-Stuy at the time. So he came to pick me up. He lived in if you know about Jamaica, Queens, there's Jamaica, but then there's a place called Jamaica Estates. Jamaica Estates is where the wealthy people live in Queens. And he was like, yeah, we're Pakistani. And people, Americans are always calling me broke because when I tell them I live at home with my family. And then they're surprised when I pull up in only M series BMWs. And I was like, yeah, well, how do you do that? He was like, because we live in a big ass house together. It's cheaper for us to all pull together and pay $500 a month for the lights and the this and the that, then I pay $2,000 for rent and $500 for gas and $500 for electricity and $300 for this and $400 for that and $1,000 for that. So he said it was him, his mother, his father, his sister, his brother and his wife and kids, his other sister and her husband and kids, but they each had their own wing. They changed the house to make one big kitchen that they all communed in, right? Black community, we trying to get the fuck out. I don't want to live with these niggas. Fuck these niggas, right? But it was just interesting to see the dynamic in cultures, right? Um, and so, like I was saying, and marriage has a big part to play. He says, some reason I moved home after the fallout with the wife. Okay. I mean, that makes sense, right? You're gonna, if you fall out as a man, you fall out with the wife. Generally, that's the only place you have, hopefully, is home to go back to because you're generally gonna give up everything to the wife, right? It's fucked up, but it kind of is what it is, right? That's kind of what you take on. Enjoy, Queena. It's kind of what you take on as a husband, right? Every man is the king of his castle, the captain of the ship. Guess what? The captain goes down with the ship. He makes sure everybody else gets off when it capsizes, And he stands there gangster like, yeah, we about to die. Right? He says, I'm open to marry any race as long as she Muslim and fits my criteria. That's all that matters. Inshallah. Well, alhamdulillah, King. I hope for that. He says, I'll get less ass, but I have the cash for what I need. Hey, listen, man. Married people don't have that much sex. That's right. You probably are, especially, kids and all that shit comes into play. Jobs and responsibilities. That shit's not, you know, you think it's about that in your 20s. Once you hit 35 and you're a man of a certain age and you start getting leg cramps, you're like, all right, bitch, I'm tired. The fucking game's on. I'd like to drink a beer and eat some wings. I'm trying to. It's not, If you've ever watched fucking Love It, what is it? Married with Children, Al Bundy. That's like real Homer Simpson. It's real life, right? It's fucking manhood. But so as a husband, you kind of take on that position. So it's weird. Like I was talking to a dude, and he was talking about like finding a chick that's down because he was a MGTOW, and I was like, well, MGTOW is absolutely asinine for most Black American men to be involved with if you're worried about a woman taking half, right? This isn't, and I'm a Black man, so trust me, I'm not happy about the statistics, but the statistics show fucking the apex net worth of Black men is 148,000. That's according to Brookings Institute. So let me explain to you how statistics work and the apex of the median. So that means that includes our billionaires like Jay-Z and Puffy and P. Diddy and fucking Dr. Dre and LeBron James and Magic Johnson, but it's still our apex is 148K. Meanwhile, the median net worth of a high school dropout drunk ass white boy is fucking 184,000. So they got 40K more net worth than us as a fucking dropout bum. So I don't really have much of a heart for a white dude who's fucked up. Call me what you will. Life is hard. Guess what? It's hard for me too. I know it's hard for you. I don't wish any negative on you. I really hope my progress has no effect on you. To be honest, good or bad, right? You do your thing, I'll do mine. We cross paths. I'll drink a beer with you. You make some good ribs. I make some good rice. Let's fucking eat. We like chicks, black, white, Puerto Rican, whatever. We're men, right? It is what it is. But niggas really have no position to be concerned with a woman taking half, right? It says, my dad was working class growing up, but by the time me and my siblings were born, his life changed. Okay. I mean, yeah, listen, there's nothing wrong with being working class, right? Nothing at all. But again, especially with social media, people have skewed their view on life. Um, and I think it's important to keep in mind, enjoy the shit you got, right? Because like I said, my man's he like he had opened my eyes to shit, right? My mother had me laughing because like I said, I complained about spending $4,000 on servicing my Benz, but she was like, Alonzo, you've always been one to be a Jones. Like when you say keeping up with the Joneses, of my friends, I was the Jones to keep up with. Back in the early 2000s, I had a 1992 Pontiac. I didn't bring it to the mom and pop shop. I brought it to the Pontiac dealership because that's what I made money to do, was spend it. Now, I wish I would have known about insurance and shit and saved some up, because then I would have been much less complaining about, number one, buying the Benz, and number two, all the fucking money it costs to maintain this son of a bitch, right? The Batmobile. I think I may call this the Batmobile, to be honest. I do like my car. Uh, I gotta add the lights to it. Well, some more lights. I think I'm gonna add the LED lights. It's like I had the color changing lights in here. Because I'm probably never gonna sell this car, but I will have a Benz collection. Uh, you know, but it's like that, right? So it's just strange to see, that black dudes are taking on like MGTOW and even the fucking Black Manosphere. We were titled that by the Manosphere. Why? Because they didn't want your black ass involved in they shit, right? It's kind of like prison. You keep to your own, right? So it wasn't like something that had been innovated by us. Yes, we took it and made it our own and blah, 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 blah. But it wasn't really the shit. At any rate, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, your social media insurance broker, Alonzo Hall. And I have returned today to weapon tap on your head with another ADH wealth solution. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth or to schedule an appointment with a licensed financial professional, the links are in the description of this video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass. Work in progress every day and see success. And remember, folks, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.